Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects so many of us, yet often gets brushed aside: heart attacks. It's a serious health issue that doesn't discriminate by age, gender, or lifestyle, and yet there are so many myths and misconceptions surrounding it. I've always believed that knowledge is power, and today I'm here to separate fact from fiction. Together, we'll debunk some common myths and discover practical ways to reduce our risk of heart disease and heart attacks. Trust me, understanding your heart health can make all the difference. So, let's get started. Before we dive into the myths and facts, I want to say one thing: heart disease is preventable. It's something that affects millions of people each year, but it doesn't have to be something that happens to you. With the right knowledge and the right actions, we can significantly reduce our chances of suffering from heart-related issues. Let's break it down, shall we? Myth 1. Alright, let's tackle the first myth that I hear all the time. Heart attacks only happen to old people. This is a widespread belief, but it's simply not true. Heart attacks can strike at any age. In fact, we're seeing an increasing number of heart attacks happening in younger adults, and this is especially concerning given the rising rates of obesity, poor diet, lack of exercise, and stress. Young adults today are facing a higher risk of heart disease than previous generations, and it's something we can't ignore. For example, you might think heart attacks are something that happens only to people in their 60s or 70s, but the reality is that heart disease is becoming more prevalent in those in their 40s and even 30s. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes, and smoking are all risk factors that can lead to heart disease at a younger age. The earlier we take action to protect our hearts, the better off we'll be in the long run. So, don't let age lull you into a false sense of security. Take heart health seriously, no matter how old you are. Heart disease is becoming more common in younger generations, and this is a wake-up call. Even those in their 20s and 30s need to start considering their long-term health. If you're struggling with lifestyle habits that contribute to heart disease, it's never too early to make changes. Getting regular exercise, maintaining a healthy diet, and even monitoring things like cholesterol and blood pressure are all things you can start doing today to set yourself up for a healthier tomorrow. Fact 1. Let's move on to a key fact. Heart disease is the leading cause of death worldwide. According to the World Health Organization, it accounts for more than 17 million deaths each year. That's a staggering number, and it's a reminder of just how important it is to take our heart health seriously. But it's not all bad news. Knowledge is the first step towards prevention, and knowing the facts can help us make better choices every day. In fact, the global health crisis of heart disease doesn't just affect older individuals. It spans all age groups and demographics. It's also linked to a variety of factors that are within our control, like diet, exercise, and stress management. That's why I want to emphasize how empowering it is to take charge of your heart health. It's never too early to start living a heart-healthy lifestyle, and doing so can literally add years to your life. The more we understand the factors that contribute to heart disease, the more we can make informed decisions about how to reduce our risks. By staying proactive with things like regular checkups and paying attention to our lifestyle choices, we can make significant strides in preventing heart-related issues before they become life-threatening. Myth 2. Let's address another common myth. You'll know if you're having a heart attack because it's always sudden and dramatic. You've probably seen this depicted in movies, right? A character grabs their chest and falls to the floor in an intense moment of heart attack drama. But the truth is, heart attacks don't always happen like that. In fact, many heart attacks have subtle, less obvious symptoms. And this is where a lot of people make the mistake of not seeking medical help when they really should. While some heart attacks can be sudden and intense, many begin with symptoms that are easy to overlook. You might feel a bit of discomfort or pressure in your chest, but it's not the dramatic, movie-style scene you might expect. Some people experience nausea, lightheadedness, or a general feeling of fatigue before a heart attack, which are easy to dismiss as something less serious. That's why it's important to know the warning signs and not ignore them. Even if they don't seem life-threatening at the moment, it could be the difference between life and death. It's easy to assume that a heart attack will always present itself in a dramatic way, but the reality is far more subtle. Many people experience mild discomfort or other symptoms for days or even weeks leading up to a heart attack, and these warning signs can be easily ignored. especially if they don't seem urgent. That's why it's so important to be aware of the warning signs, even the less obvious ones. If you feel something off, it's always better to be cautious and get checked out. Fact 2. Here's a fact that I think many people don't know. Women are more likely than men to experience atypical symptoms like nausea, back pain, jaw pain, or dizziness. These symptoms might not scream heart attack, and because of this, women often misinterpret them or wait too long to seek help. Unfortunately, this delay can lead to severe consequences, including a higher risk of permanent heart damage or death. If you ever feel something off, especially if it lasts for more than a few minutes, don't hesitate to seek medical help. Even if it doesn't feel like the classic heart attack symptoms we see in movies, you're better off getting checked out by a healthcare professional. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to your heart health. Listen to your body and trust your instincts. Another important point is that heart attack symptoms in women can often be dismissed as something less serious, like indigestion or muscle pain. Because these symptoms don't fit the typical profile of a heart attack, women might not seek treatment immediately, and that can result in dangerous delays. Always remember that when it comes to heart health, it's never wrong to seek medical advice. Reducing risks. Now that we've covered some common myths and facts about heart attacks, let's shift gears a little and talk about how we can reduce our risk of heart disease. It's not just about avoiding bad things. It's about actively choosing good habits that promote heart health. So, what are some practical steps we can take to lower our chances of having a heart attack or developing heart disease? Heart-healthy diet. One of the most important factors in heart health is what we eat. A heart-healthy diet includes plenty of fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains. It's important to limit saturated fats and trans fats, which can increase cholesterol levels and clog arteries. Foods like salmon, walnuts, and flax seeds, which are high in omega-3 fatty acids, are fantastic for supporting heart health. These healthy fats help reduce inflammation and lower bad cholesterol. Eating the rainbow, meaning a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables, is another simple rule of thumb to ensure you're getting a broad range of nutrients. Regular physical activity. Exercise is essential for keeping our hearts healthy. Aim for at least 150 minutes of moderate exercise per week, which can be as simple as a brisk walk, a bike ride, or swimming. If that sounds like a lot, break it down into smaller chunks. Even short bursts of activity throughout the day can make a big difference. Exercise helps improve circulation, reduces stress, and supports healthy blood pressure levels. It also helps manage weight, which is another critical factor in heart health. Manage stress. We all know life can get busy and stressful, but did you know that chronic stress is a significant risk factor for heart disease? When we're stressed, our bodies release cortisol and other stress hormones that can raise blood pressure, cause inflammation, and increase the risk of a heart attack. Finding ways to manage stress, whether through mindfulness, yoga, meditation, or simply taking time for yourself, is crucial. It's not about eliminating stress. It's about learning how to handle it in a healthy way. Quit smoking and limit alcohol. Smoking and excessive alcohol consumption are two major risk factors for heart disease. Smoking damages blood vessels, raises blood pressure, and reduces oxygen flow to the heart, which can ultimately lead to a heart attack. If you smoke, quitting is the single best thing you can do for your heart. Similarly, excessive alcohol consumption can increase blood pressure, contribute to weight gain, and cause other complications that can lead to heart problems. If you drink, it's best to do so in moderation. Regular checkups. Lastly, don't skip your regular health checkups. Monitoring things like your blood pressure, cholesterol levels, and blood sugar can help catch risk factors before they become bigger problems. If your doctor detects any issues early, they can work with you to create a plan to reduce your risk and keep you on track. Routine checkups are an easy way to stay proactive about your heart health. To wrap things up, I hope today's video has given you a better understanding of heart health and some practical tips for keeping your heart in top shape. Heart attacks don't discriminate by age or appearance. Anyone can be at risk. But the good news is that understanding the myths and facts around heart disease and taking preventive steps can empower us to make better choices for our health. It's never too early to start protecting your heart, and it's never too late to make positive changes. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more health tips. Together, we can work towards keeping our hearts healthy and strong. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.